Hello everybody, Andy here again. Right, last night I met my first ever YouTuber, and of course what you have to do about that is you have to make a vlog about it. Myself and andymooseman 5000, I should put a link up for over there, met up in a local pub of mine and sat there and had a good old chat for about 3 hours, and I think it was the first time he'd ever met a sort of a real YouTuber, if you know what I mean, and it's certainly the first time that I've ever done that. We sit here on here, we talk about all these sort of friendships, we see other people making friendships, and it's the first time it's ever happened to me. You do approach these things with a certain amount, maybe sort of trepidation, because we see the people on videos, we watch the videos of all different ages and all different people from across the world, and you do get that one-to-one interaction by comments, by videos, responses and all that sort of thing, but it's never quite the same as meeting in real life. I made a video not long ago about sort of internet friendships and can they be real friendships, and I think these type of things, as I said then, do prove that it can work. We went, as I said, to a local pub, sat there for about 3 hours over a couple of beers, had a great chat about YouTube, about music and everything like that. But the thing is with this is that I'm 50 and Giles is only 20. Now, where else would that sort of thing happen? Where would a 50-year-old man who's old enough to be Giles's father sit down on an equal basis, you know, an equal footing with a 20-year-old in a pub over a couple of beers and have a decent old chat for 3 hours? I can't imagine that really happening anywhere else. You might do it within a group, but not on a one-to-one situation. And I think that's one thing about this site, and maybe other sites as well. You know, I'm not just saying it's just YouTube, but that's one of the great things about this site, is that everybody appears to be the same age. It's something we were talking about last night, sort of come up in the conversation. We don't really think about age too much here. I've got subscribers from sort of 14-year-old kids, sort of teenagers, right up to the 50s, 60s or something like that. And the people that I watch as well, the videos that I watch, I subscribe to people similar sort of age groups. I like the younger people as well. I like to hear their perspective on things, hear their thoughts, and I like to hear the older people as well who've maybe got a bit more experience in life. But all those opinions are valid, and I think it's great that we can do that. As I said, there's no real age barrier here, I don't think, on YouTube. Some people may think there are, but the sort of communities that I sort of mingle in and mix with, I don't think that has an effect. And it's something that sort of come up, as I said, in that conversation, and he thought, yeah, I hadn't really thought about that before, you know, that I don't really think about the age of the person that I'm watching. I just see the person for the person. There's too much sort of ageism out there in the real world, and I'd like to think that maybe there isn't quite so much here on YouTube. I know I have seen this sort of tackled in the past, but that does seem to have gone away a lot, and we need to encourage people to come on here to put their thoughts, because one of the things that we were talking about is that this is a bit of a release for us. We can put our thoughts and our feelings and that out there, maybe not expecting anybody to watch, but it's a type of therapy. I know I've said this before. Giles said the same sort of thing. He can do a vlog and he can put his thoughts out there, and if other people connect with it, if other people sort of give you feedback, decent comments, responses, whatever it might be, that makes you feel better. It certainly beats the sort of therapy and lying on a couch and paying hundreds of pounds or dollars an hour for that sort of thing. May not be quite as good, but you can see where I'm coming from. So there you are, food for thought on that. I mean, what are your experiences? Have you met anyone? You know, I mean, there's this sort of, as I said, this sort of slight trepidation that goes before it. But we had a great time, you know, we got talking more or less straight away, had, say, a couple of beers, talking about lots of different things, but we had sort of certain interests. Another thing that Giles said, and I totally agree with, it's great to be able to sit down with a fellow YouTuber and talk about YouTube. Yes, I know it could be very boring for anybody else, but that's the point. It's not easy to talk about this site, our interaction here, what we feel about the sort of passion, the feeling that we feel about making videos, and all the people that we meet on here, and these friendships, these internet friendships that we do make. They mean something to us. They obviously mean something to Giles, as they mean to me. And he said it was great to be able to sit down and talk about YouTube between two fellow YouTubers and both understand exactly what we're talking about, both on the same wavelength, as I said, once again, regardless of that age. So I think that's great. I think that we're hopefully going to do that again. As I said, that age thing is something that I think is a real good thing on here. It's always, it's nice to sort of be with the kids, if you want to say that. It sounds horrible, I know, but I think you know what I mean. It's great to talk to people. As I said, you can learn a lot from the kids of today. We can learn a lot from the older people of today as well. You know, everyone's opinion is valid. We've all got our own little experiences. I learn things from people like Giles, from my kids, and the other younger people that I watch, as much as I do from people of my own age or people older. But as I said, age doesn't bother me on here. It shouldn't bother us anyway, really, should it, in any sort of sphere of life? Anyway, that's enough from me. So I wanted to say that quickly. This isn't an April Fool's, because this is going to go out on April Fool's Day. But a great evening. So I'd like to know your experiences. I'm sure you've seen them. I'm hoping to sort of meet up with a few more people. Had a sort of a couple of invites and that to things. I'm hoping to get along to them if I can, and obviously hoping to get to South Juba to a big event. But a one-on-one is a bit different to a gathering as such. So there's maybe a bit more pressure there, but certainly didn't feel it last night. Anyway, thanks Giles for a great evening. As I said, I'll put a link to his channel over there. So and I shall speak to you again very, very shortly. Okay, thanks very much. Goodbye.